Hey guys, this is Pew Squirrel, and the topic of today is stress reversers or reversal. So today I want to explain what they are, and a lot of people may not know what it is, and you may be wondering, what is he talking about? Well, have you noticed when you come on a landing from an airplane, you see something open, and today modern airplanes is called a cascade reversers. And they open on the engine for a little while. The pilot deploys them, and it opens, and you never wonder what that was. So that is thrust reversal right there, and that is what pushes the air forward. So when it comes out, it's gonna push the air forward. So as the aircraft is coming to a halt, most and today most airplanes deploy them upon landing. Now there is some points where the pilots decide not to deploy them, and many reasons, like maybe the airspeed is too low to keep them deployed, or the pilot just decides to use max brakes instead. But as I know, on every aircraft I have been, a pilot has deployed them. They can deploy them after touchdown, or they can deploy them 10 seconds or 6 seconds later. There are many types of thrust reversers. As you can see, there are the clamshells. Those were when jet aircraft was first new. They invented the clamshells thrust reversers because they thought when it opens, it will push the air backwards, and that makes more sense because it makes it look like a parachute. But thrust reversers are featured on many aircraft. They help slow down just after the touchdown, and it reduces wear on the brakes and enabling shorter landing distance. So most pilots tend to use thrust reversers instead of using their manual brakes. But there's times where they have to use all brakes full. There are also propeller-driven thrust reversers where the blades will bend backwards, and that will cause the turbine to spin the opposite direction. Now, that is not, it's almost impossible to see an airplane do that. But when you actually look at it, like when they do ground testing for a propeller or something like that, it may be more possible to see it. They will twist backwards, or they will bend backwards, and it will cause the airflow to go the opposite direction. Now, today more modern planes, we are not using the clamshells reversers anymore because they cause a lot of problem. Like sometimes an MD-80 will land, and when the pilot tries to deploy both, one only deploys and it causes a problem. And most of the times, the first one, they both deploy, but one of them deploy later than the other, and one of them deploy earlier than the other. So there are many different type of ones. And turboprop are the propellers that have it. Now, piston airplanes do not have thrust reversers. That includes Cessnas. They do not have it. And there's also another type of thrust reversers on an Airbus A340, or as I noticed, A340, some aircraft of A319 and A380 and A320 have this type of feature. And the feature is like there's 4 doors that open. It's like a cascade mixed with a clamshell, but it's 4 doors that open, and that's how it's another way where it comes out. It's just trying to use less holes. It's like mixed with the cascade and clamshell reversers, except with just 4 doors open. So that's it for this lesson today, and the next topic will be flats and slats, and I'll be talking that soon in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.